Hello class, we are going to start with the new concept in the chapter of public deposits, that is procedure for accepting the deposits from public. Only eligible public company can accept the deposit from the public. Following is the procedure need to be followed by the company for accepting the deposits from the public. So here there are certain procedures has been laid down, and accordingly the company have to follow these procedures for accepting the public deposits. The first one is to hold the board meeting. Board meeting is held to pass a resolution to accept the deposit from the public. The detail of amount of deposit, terms and conditions of the issue, and etc. are being decided in this board meeting. So here we can say for for any particular decision which has been taken for the company, first and foremost the board of directors meeting need to be held, and that would be conveyed by the company secretary. So company secretary need to convey the board meeting, where he will make sure that all the board of directors of the company will come over there. He will provide the following information related to the decision that they all need to take, and accordingly while taking the decision they will pass a resolution to that effect, so that one copy of it can file it to the ROC, and accordingly they would convey to the ROC that all the people, all the board of directors in that particular meeting have taken the decision related to this particular thing, and we have passed a resolution related to it, and that is the copy which is in filed over ROC. So there they need to take the decision related to the public deposits, where they will decide the total amount that they have to get from the deposits, the terms and conditions from the deposits, how they are going to utilize such deposits, on what assets the charge will be created, and how they are going to repay the amount to the public deposits, and what will be the rate of interest, and many other decisions need to be taken for such particular thing that the board of directors will be called. They are deciding, all these things are decided in the meeting. Also the date and the time to hold the general meeting of the shareholders to get their approval for the collection of deposit is decided in the board meeting. So here one more thing is that the board of directors, they have to call the annual general meeting, where they will take the decision. They will ask for an approval from the shareholders of the company regarding the raising the capital from the public deposit. So there the board of directors have to convey annual general meeting. The chairman of that particular meeting will put forward the decision that has been decided by the board of directors. Accordingly the approval need to be taken for that effect, and after taking the approval they will follow the other procedures that is related to the accepting deposits from the public. So that is the first point. Our second point is hold a general meeting. So company hold a general meeting of the shareholders to seek the approval for accepting deposits. So normally the board of directors, what they will do, after passing a resolution in the board of directors meeting to that effect, now the company secretary will follow the second procedure. The second procedure is convening the annual general meeting, where all the people related to that annual general meeting will come. The decision is been decided over there whether to go for an annual general meeting or not, and by taking the approval related to such effect, a special resolution is passed, and it has to be filed with the registrar of company if needed with the RBI also. So again we can say a special resolution to this effect will be passed on, and one copy of it need to be filed with the ROC. And if there are certain more rules are there that if it has to be filed with the RBI, then RBI approval will also need to be taken for such decision. The third one is hold a board meeting. The board meeting is held approve the draft of advertisement. So here we know very well that eligible public company, they will ask the general public for the public deposit. So there they need to they need to draft a proper advertisement, where each and every information related to the company, each and every information related to the deposits, and every terms and conditions related to such deposits will be mentioned in that advertisement. All necessary information are as needed under the act should be included in the advertisement. So each and every information which is relevant for the investor to invest it into the company need to be there in an advertisement, and this advertisement should be there in two leading newspaper, one leading newspaper in English, another leading newspaper in the we can say in the regional language which have more circulation in that particular state. So two leading newspaper, this advertisement should be there. The draft should be signed by the majority of directors of the company. So whatever the draft is there related to the advertisement of the public deposit, that need to be signed by the majority of director, because the decision that has been taken that need to be approved by the majority of the directors with their signatures over it. So this is the relation to the holding board meeting. The fourth point is appoint banker. Company has to appoint banker where applicants will be submitting their application form along with the deposit money. So here another thing that will lie on the part of the company secretary is that they have to appoint a particular bank in order to collect the deposits from the company, from the investors along with the application form. So here State Bank of India or Union Bank of India, or we can say Oriental Bank of Commerce, any particular bank, any particular nationalized bank can be appointed as a banker by the company, and accordingly the forms will be there. They will issue the forms to the investor. They will explain each and terms and condition related to the deposits to the investor, and accordingly they will accept the application form along with the total amount of deposits that they will accepting, that they need to take. So a banker, they will follow each and everything, and obviously they will get certain amount in the form of commission for doing all such things for the company. Then obtain credit rating. Company has to obtain a credit rating from a recognized credit rating agency. This rating should be mentioned in the advertisement. So we can say each and every company, when they are performing in the market, when they have a name, fame and reputation, such companies need to get a rating for themselves. CRISIL is there, CARE is there. So CRISIL and CARE are the two credit rating agencies which on which they will go to the particular company. They will do their investigations related to each and everything, whatever they wanted to do it into the company, and accordingly they will rate it. So A plus, B plus, C plus, accordingly the rating will be provided by the company on the basis of the performance, on the basis of the certifications and other things that they are following, norms and standards and the guidelines of the SEBI or the RBI or the central government. Each and everything they will take it into the consideration, and on the basis of that they will provide a rating, and accordingly that rating should also be mentioned in an advertisement when the company wanted to issue public deposits to the investors. So such things should be there accordingly. Then appoint a deposit trustee. A company has to appoint one or more deposit trustee. The deposit trust deed contain the terms and condition agreed upon or between the company and the trustee. The deed has to be signed by at least 7 days before the issuing of advertisement. So here again one more thing will come into the picture, that the appointment of trustee. So in between the, we can say when the company is there and when the investor is there, so in between the company and the investor, one particular person will come and they will be act as a trustee, whereas the trustee will take care of protecting the interest of the investors in the form of public deposit. So the trustee will take care that the investors interest should be protected, their things should not get any kind of violation, any kind of things should not be done by the company against the investors, and their interest should be protected, and accordingly they will coordinate to the company on behalf of the investors. So here the company has to appoint one or more deposit trustees the deposit trust deed contains. So normally we can say there are certain deeds are also been entered. An agreement will be made by the deposit trustee and by the company, whereas the terms and conditions related to the investment, related to the company, they all will agreed upon, and they will sign. The company will sign as well as the trustee will also sign, whereas the trustee will take it into the consideration to protect the interest of the investor, whereas company will also take it into the consideration to protect the rights of the company. Whereas when the agreement will be signed by the trustee and the company, after that there is no chance of making any kind of amendment, making any kind of changes in the rules, in the laws, regulations, or any terms and condition cannot be changed. So once the trust deed is been signed, accordingly the trustee and the company will have to follow all the terms and conditions of the trust deed, and accordingly they will make sure that each and everything will be carried out in the same manner. The company cannot make any kind of changes after the trust deed has been signed by the trustee and the company. So this should be there. The deed has to be signed at least 7 days before the issuing of advertisement. So trustee have to commit into the existence before 7 days of issuing of advertisement related to the public deposit, and accordingly the things should be signed. And this particular person, this trustee, will be a representative of the depositors of the company, and whatever the problem will be there, the depositors have to approach to the trustee, and trustee will coordinate on behalf of the depositor to the company, and accordingly the matter will be solved and the decision will be taken in the favor of the depositors. So accordingly that each and every procedure will be carried out in a systematic manner. Then the seventh one is take deposit insurance. Company enter into an agreement with the insurance company for taking the deposit insurance. The agreement should be signed at least 30 days before the issuing of advertisement. So we can say when the company will accept the deposit from the public, so that will act as a they will act as the creditors of the company. The amount that has been raised by the company in the form of deposit, that will be like a liability for the company, and if the company face certain situation which is not favorable for them, then at any point of time they have to repay all the amount in the form of deposit to the deposit holders of the company along with the rate of interest. So in order to make the proper conditions related to the depositors need to be repaid by the company will take a deposit insurance, whereas the insurance will provide the safety and security to the company that if the company is in default, if the company is not in a particular situation and a condition to repay the deposit, then the insurance company will pay the deposits to the deposit holders. Whereas if the company and the members, those who are liable or those who are in default of repaying the deposit, then the strict action will be taken by NCLT, that is National Company Law Tribunal. So National Company Law Tribunal and SEBI, they all will take the strict action to the against the company and the people those who are responsible for repaying the deposits to the company, and accordingly they will delist the company from the stock exchange, and accordingly all the board of directors will be blacklisted. They will be put behind the bars. 1000 rupee per day a fine will be charged on them, so that a various negative things will happen against the company, and because of that reason the company will take the deposit insurance. The next one is file a copy of advertisement with the registrar of company. So here a copy of advertisement has to be filed with the registrar of company within 30 days after filing it with the registrar of company can publish the advertisement. So when the company drafts the prospectus, that need to be signed by the majority of directors before issuing the prospectus. Within 7 days they have to enter into an agreement with the deposit trustee, and accordingly after finalizing each and everything, now the company will be in a condition and a situation where they can issue a prospectus. So one copy of prospectus need to be filed with the registrar of company. 30 days after filing it with the registrar of company, the company can publish the advertisement. So after filing the copy of advertisement to the ROC. After 30 days, the company can issue the prospectus, and accordingly, whatever the procedure will be there related to the accepting the deposit from the company, they can follow it. Advertisement to the public. A company has to issue advertisement after 30 days of filing it with the registrar of company. The advertisement has to be published in one English newspaper and one vernacular newspaper. So here we can say advertisement is there. The company have to give an advertisement in one leading newspaper which will be in an English that have a majority of circulation in the state and the region, and one leading newspaper in vernacular language, that is if it is in the state of Maharashtra, Marathi language would be a vernacular language, and one advertisement should be there in Marathi language in the leading newspaper which have maximum circulation in the state. Okay, so where the company's registered office is located. So accordingly, if the company's registered office is located in Maharashtra, then the advertisement should be done over here in both the newspapers. The next one, upload the advertisement on the company's website. After releasing the advertisement to the public, it has to be uploaded to the company's website. So company secretary have to make sure that whatever the information is there related to the deposits or related to the advertisement or related to the information which the investor can have or should have it, each and everything should be followed, and that need to be uploaded on the website of the company, and accordingly the information can be there for the investor on the company's website where they can satisfy themselves. The next one, collect the application form and the money. Company inform the banker to collect the application form along with the deposit money. So the company secretary will intimate the banker to go for the collection of the application form along with the money, so that they can verify it each and everything, and accordingly they can start with the further procedure. Then next one is issue the deposit receipt. A company has to issue the deposit receipt within 21 days from the date of receipt of money or realization of check. So after 21 days from the receipt of the money or the realization of check, the company has to issue the deposit receipt. So each and everything will be followed. The deposit receipts will be made accordingly. Each and every information related to the investor, like name of the company, address of the company, the name of the investor, then address of the investor, then the total amount that they have deposited, we can say the rate of interest that they will get, then the time duration for which the amount has been invested, then the total amount that need to be paid, then the date of maturity, and behind the deposit receipt all the terms and conditions related to the investment made by the depositors in the company, each and everything. Then again the signature of the directors, then the company seal, each and everything will be there on the receipt, so that will act as a legal evidence, that will act as a proof of deposits made by the depositor in the company. So such things should be there, and accordingly it should be issued after 21 days after the company when the company will get the money or realization of check. Then 13th one, that is creating a charge on the asset. Company issue secured deposit has to create a charge on the assets within 30 days of the acceptance of deposit. So we can say there are two categories of deposits are there. One is secured and one is unsecured, and the deposits which is secured, then that particular deposits that the company have to create a charge on the fixed assets of the company, and accordingly that need to be done by the company within 30 days after the acceptance of deposit. So when the company got the deposit, within 30 days they have to make sure that till that much amount what they have got in the form of secured deposits, till that much of amount a charge need to be created, where that need to be intimated to the deposit trustee, and that deposit trustee will make sure that if the company couldn't able to repay the deposits, then that assets could be sold out, so that they recover the amount for the depositors, those who have invested into the company in the form of deposits. Okay, The second last one, making the entries in the register of deposits. Within 7 days from the date of issue of deposit receipt, secretary has to enter the details of deposits collected in the register of deposits. So we can say within 30 days after the issue of deposit receipt, within sorry, within 7 days from the date of issue of deposit receipt, the secretary has to make sure that they enter all the relevant data into a register of deposits, and accordingly each and everything will be maintained in a more systematic manner. So whenever the company wanted to cross verify the details related to the investors of deposits into the company, related to the anything that happened in the company with the depositors, that need to be cross verified and cross checked, and accordingly a depositors register will be maintained, and all the required detailed entry need to be there. So we can say depositors collected in the register of, we can say each and everything need to be there. The secretary has to enter the details of the deposits collected in the register of deposits. The entries have to be verified by the authorized officer. So whenever a person who will make the entry into the register of deposits, that will be cross verified, cross checked by a authorized person, authorized officer, and he will make sure that whatever the things have been entered over here, that will be up to the receipt that we have issued by the company. And the last point is file return of deposit with the register of company. Company has to file a return of deposit before 30 June every year. This return has the details of deposits with the company as on 31st of March. So we can say whenever the company has got any amount of money in the form of public deposit, then that particular copy need to be filed with the register of return, that need to be filed with the income tax department, with the register of company, and that could be the time which the company have. They can file it till 30th June every year. The return of deposits for the company as on 31st March. So till 31st March, all the relevant data need to be entered, and the company can file it to the different authorities and agencies within 30th June. So 30th June is the maximum time duration. Before that, they have to file the return of deposits, which is there till date of 31st of March every year. So each and everything will be followed by the company secretary. Each and every data, each and every relevant information need to be followed by the company secretary, and accordingly they will make sure that whatever the procedure has been laid down by the company, by the SEBI, by the RBI, by the ROC of the company, and by memorandum of association and articles of association, each and everything will be carried out in the same manner. So systematic procedure is been laid down for accepting the deposits by the company. Each and every procedure, each and everything is very important related to the acceptance of deposit from the company, and if there is any kind of default, then the problem will be there for the company. So accordingly each and everything is been there according to the systematic manner. So I hope that you have understood the concept of procedure of accepting deposits from the public. Thank you.